Matthew. On your mark. Get set and go.
44. 22.
96. We learned the sixes, the six song. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36.
24. 45. 20. 33. 50. 66.
Back to Matthew.
10. 48. 100. 18. 90. 1. 72.
Good.
21. 144. 20.
81.
120.
Just add a 0. Right, 110. Matthew, you know that? Close. 48.
60. 20. 132. 32. 50. 77. 40. 35. 108. 15. 8. 54.
Close.
56.
6. Right.
72.
Dylan.
24.
Good.
20. 50. 40. 85. 60. 99. 88.
Jensen.
121. 45.
Good. Got a 0.
120. 42. 54. Rounding.
3 minutes and 52 seconds. Good job. We're getting faster. Now, one thing I thought of when we were doing this, I have a blank multiplication chart. And maybe I think we're going to start doing those. We're filling them in. So it'll be good practice. I think, I'm not sure how long it should take you. Maybe I will take it, I'll do it, and see how long it takes me. And some of you are probably just as fast as I am, but maybe I'll add a couple seconds. Okay. Mine's a math. So let me remind myself to do that.
9.
Okay. Need to make myself a to-do list. Adam, Matthew, and Dylan. Ready? 7 plus 6 minus 1 divided by 4 times 9 equals. Got that one. 8 times 7 minus 2 divided by 9 times 4 equals. One more. 7 times 3 plus 4 plus 1 minus 5 equals.
The
22.
I thought it was
12?
5 and then 4. 5 times 4.
17.
I'll say it one more time. 7 times 3 plus 4 plus 1 minus 5 equals.
21.
Yeah, Jed got it. Okay, next group. Marissa, Mason, Micah, Jensen,
Mike is not here.
Alex. Okay, 8 times 6 plus 2 divided by 5 times 3 equals.
30.
Yes. Next one. 5 times 8 plus 9 divided by 7 times 4 equals.
28.
Tie. Where's the Alex? Okay, next one. 18 minus 9 times 9 plus 5 plus 2 equals.
I'm confused.
92.
You go too fast.
Right.
Can you do it again?
Okay, listen. If I go too fast for you, don't ruin it for everyone else.
Wait, 87?
No.
No, 89. 88. 86.
Okay. Alright,
90.
listen. It was 88. But you were just whining to me that I was going too fast and you don't know and you're confused and then you just guessed the answer and it's 88.
That's not fair.
Alright, my point is, if I went too fast for you but the other people in your group are still thinking about it, don't interrupt them. Okay, you're not the only one in the classroom. You have to think of others. Alright, well, Jensen, you get it, and Alex, because it was a tie.
What I was saying.
I know.
I'm about to
Please don't say I'm confused, because that just messes everyone else up. Alright, is that the third one? That was the third one. Yeah, some of you do guess off of other people's answers, but I guess that's part of it. Alright, Noah, Jana, Jacob, Braden, and Logan. Do a 5-grouper. Ready? 7 times 7 minus 9 divided by 8 times 3 equals
18.
15. Okay. 8 times 8 plus 4 plus 2 divided by 10 equals.
7.
Heard Jacob first. Last one. I go fast on purpose because I want one winner. If I go slow enough that everybody gets it, then everyone's a winner. Okay? I want one winner. Okay. 8 times 6 minus 4 plus 1 divided by 9 equals.
9. 5.
What did you say?
9. 5.
You said 5 first. Okay. Good job. Do you remember the other day when we were doing the division problem and when we okay, so you have your 5 steps of division, which are what? What's your 5 steps of long division? Okay, so we went through our steps, we were dividing, we multiplied, we subtract, but when we compared, the answer we got when we subtracted was the same as our divisor. And remember what we had to do?
We had to make the dividend. We had to make it another.
The quotient.
Yeah, the quotient bigger.
Right,
Or
right.
another number bigger.
Right. Now, what we did was we adjusted the quotient because, all right, close your books. I can't concentrate because some of you have your books open, you're flipping through your books, and you shouldn't be. All right, sometimes when we have this, 23, and we have, okay, I don't even know the answer. Could figure it out. But sometimes, we put our quotient up here, and we have a number here and a number here. Now, that's mostly a guess. To start off, we mostly guess a number. And when we do these 5 steps, it could come a time when we compare and when we subtract, we do need to adjust our quotient. Okay? It just happens every once in a while that it works out that way. But it's okay. All you have to do is you need your quotient to go a little bit higher. And then you redo your steps, and it should work out fine. Okay, so if you open your books, page 293, and let me show you what I mean. And actually, you know what? Mrs. Eckerd made a video, because I asked her about this. I actually haven't watched all of it. Let me do something.
Wait, why not the heck is it?
Alright, so I asked Mrs. Eckerd about this. I asked her how she taught a double-digit divisor. Just to, can you see it mostly? I just want it to be on the computer. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Okay, watch. Let's see what she says. Oh, wait. Rewind it. It's just a 3-minute, 4-minute video. I don't know how loud it's going to be.
And especially, we go with a 3-digit divisor, which makes it more complicated. But here's how I do that, the other way. I cover that number and I cover these numbers. So it's basically 2 into 6. Take a hard problem, take a hard something, and make it easy. Just make it one simple step. Well, there's nobody in the 4th grade who can't tell you what that is. Then, when you lift this, how many numbers are there? 1. You back this off 1, and the 2 goes there. Okay? I'll do it again. Cover the numbers so you just get 1 number in the divisor and 1 number, 47 and 982. I'm just making these problems off the top of my head. And I'm not doing the whole problem. Okay, you could round that to 50. 50 can go in there 1 time, you can't go in there 2 times. That's usually rounding it up or rounding it down. But then the other way, cover the 7 and cover the 8 and the 2. So
Which we
basically,
do.
the problem is
We
that
look at the first
4
digit.
into 9. Did 4 go into 9? Yes. Okay, so we know, lift your hand, there's 1 number there, and lock that off, and put, but you can go 2 times when you're doing it that way, but you're gonna find out, and this is what is best if you round it up, that's almost 50. But even if they put a 2 there, it's still a starting point, and they'll multiply it, and they'll know, oh, that's too much, and then they can go back and change.
See, she's saying how you can adjust it. You go back and
Can't
adjust
all of us
it.
getting together, talk about anything is impossible. So I thought I'd make a video since I know how to do that. And I'll send it to you directly. Okay? That's how I teach it. Especially when the divisor is close to the next unit, that's close to 50, this is close to itself does help. But when you're just starting and or they're not getting it all, cover the numbers and make it as simple problem as possible.
Okay, so that's pretty good. So that's your fifth grade teacher, by the way. All right, she's a very good teacher. Let's just jump into it. For number 1, we've got 90 divided by 18. Okay, now this, we're gonna round to the nearest 10. Nearest multiple of 10. So 18 rounds
20.
up to 20. All right, now, common sense, will 20 go into 9? No, but can 20 go into 90?
Yeah.
Yes, how many
4
times?
times.
4 times. Okay, now 18 times 4 is
56. 52.
72.
it's 72. Okay, and when we subtract, we do, but look what's going to happen. Okay, I need everyone, make sure you're paying attention because this might happen and you need to know what to do.
It's going to be bigger than the
Yeah, look, 18 is what we get when we subtract. Now, was the 4 wrong? I mean, 20 goes into 90 4 times, right? Yeah. It can't go in 3 times and it can't go in 5 times because 5 times 20 is 100.
So the 4's not wrong.
So the 4 wasn't wrong to guess with, but when we started doing the actual problem, we found out it was wrong. Okay, so what we have to do is adjust the quotient. So if we have 18 is the same as our divisor, that means our quotient is not big enough. So you need to come back up here and instead change this to a 5. Okay, and then you're just going to have to erase this, and we have to just start over again. Okay. Oh, wait. They gave you a second problem. I see what they did. Okay, so they actually have this. What was it? 72.
Yes, 8-1.
Okay, so that shows you that that's not going to work. We have to adjust it. So go to the next 90 divided by 18. They give you like a second of the same problem. So instead of a 4, what would we put here? A 5. So what's 18 times 5?
90.
Yes. Oops, it's supposed to be a 9. Okay, so now it comes out. Okay, the reason we have to adjust it sometimes is because when we do round, which makes it easier to divide, sometimes the number is so close that even when we round, it just throws it off just a little bit. Okay, so you just have to adjust the quotient, which means you just make the quotient 1 number higher. All right, does everybody have this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the second one. You know what, the first time when I taught this last year, it was a little confusing for me because it happened, we had to adjust the quotient in a lesson before, and I thought, how am I going to teach them how to do this? Okay, so number 2, we've got 558 divided by 27. Okay, so round 27 to 30. Okay, now we know it won't go into 5, but it will go into 55. How many times?
1 time.
Right. Okay, and now 1 times 27 is, and when we subtract, we have to borrow, carry. What do we get when we subtract? We get, no.
28.
28, uh-oh. Now see how we did, what we did, we divided, according to what we learned, we divided correctly, but really when we did it, we have to adjust it. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. That's why this comparing is so important. Don't skip this. because if you get 28, oh, that's bigger than your divisor. We can't have that. So let's go over in here and we're going to adjust the quotient. So what do we need it? Instead of 1, it needs to be a 2. Now,
And then
20,
54.
right, 27 times 2 is 54. And now when we subtract, we get 1. Okay, that's better. But we still need to bring down our 8.
So it's 2
Okay.
later 8.
27 will go into 18 how many times? 0. Because 27 is larger than 18. You have, no, you have 2 identical problems right next to each
Yeah,
other.
but we don't have any room to subtract 18 from 20.
Well, just, I guess they don't give you enough blocks, but you're just gonna.
Isn't it 2?
I mean, even if you don't do this step here, you can figure it out, right? Because 0 times 27 is what?
27.
Well, 0. And then what's 18 minus 0?
18.
18, so that's your remainder.
I never knew to change it has to be bigger.
Okay, because this is the part you're not writing, but you can do that in your head. Okay, everybody understand? Okay. You don't understand? Look, we tried it with 1, and that didn't work. So we tried again, and we adjust it up to 2. Because when we did it with 1, when we subtract, our number was bigger than our divisor. So that meant our 1 was too small. We had to go up to the next number. Okay, let's do number 3. 42 divided by 13. Okay, so we're rounding 13 down to 10.
And it goes in 4.
How many times? Yes, 10 goes into 42 4 times.
And then 56.
13 times, oops, 13 times 4.
It's 56.
Not 56.
36.
4 times 2 is 12. I mean, 4 times 3 is 12. 52. Oh, but see, look. We can't subtract 42 minus 52.
Because then it just be
It'd be negative 10 because you can't take a bigger number from a smaller number.
You can only do
It
a
had to
bigger
be
number
52
from a
minus
smaller
42.
number.
Right, so the 4 is not going to work. So Jana, what do we need to do instead of a 4? We need to adjust it to what?
I know.
So go over to the other problem. Now let's try it with a 5.
39.
Okay, 13 times 5,
65.
not 39.
Wait, no. 65.
63.
65. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry your 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6.
So we need to decrease the number. We need to decrease the number. I was like, why are you adding the number?
Then we need to change it 3 times.
Oh, hold on. You're right. I taught you wrong. I didn't teach. I taught you wrong for this one. Okay, so I did not read the sample very well. Adjust the quotient down when the product is greater than the dividend. Okay, so this is the opposite. So remember when before we would subtract and we'd get a number that was the same or bigger than the dividend. Now, if when we multiply and we get a number here that's bigger than the dividend, then that means our number's too big and we need to make a smaller number. Sorry about that.
So I say 5.
Okay, that was my fault.
And
So what's 13 times 3?
39.
Right.
And
Next 3, remainder 3.
42
Yes.
is the negative 10. 42 is bigger than negative 10.
No, well, you can't subtract 42 minus 52.
3 remainder 3.
If you have 42 M&Ms, can you take 52 out of that?
No.
last one. Right there. Okay, I think we will definitely revisit this. I mean, we still have some more pages to go. Okay, now we have 296 divided by 43.
Like the back.
That's my go.
You got the front.
Thank you.
Okay, so on the pie now.
Micah, we're on page
293.
293. I'll have to do a quick math lesson with you later. Okay. You can go move your pen. Do it. You're not gonna say no. Okay. Round 43 to what? 40, right. Okay, so 40 will not go into 29. So how many times will it go into 296? Now, like Mrs. Eckert said, you could cover up the last digit of each. So how many times will 4 go into 29?
6.
Yes. Actually, it'll go in 7.
Oh yeah, 7.
Okay. But what's 43 times 7?
Oh no.
We've got 28, 29, 30. Up, see?
31.
That's gonna be
301.
that's gonna be too big. So we need to adjust it which way? Up or down?
Down.
Down. So try it again. 296, and we're gonna do a 6. So what's 43 times 6?
258.
258, right. Okay, so we're gonna need to borrow. Micah, don't draw on the desk, please. Okay, so borrow, this becomes 8, this is a 16, so what's 16 minus 8? Is it 8, 38. Now, is 38 smaller than 43? Yes. So, as long as it's smaller than our divisor, then it can be our remainder. Now, we're going to solve the problems and then we're going to check them. Make sure we have the right answer. So we've got 423 divided by 71 no, you did it right, but we had to apply what we just learned, okay? It does make sense. It's what we just learned, because we just learned that, 70 goes into 423, we learned it 6. Oh, it should be 6 anyway. Yeah, because 7 goes into 42 6 times. Okay, and then 71 times 6 is 426. Okay, so look. But we can't subtract 423 minus 426. So we have to adjust the quotient down. Because this number's too big, we have to make this a 5. So this time you're going to have to just erase. All right, now let's try it with a 5. 355, yes. Okay, now we subtract. Let's see what that's going to be. All right, so we need to jump all the way over here to our hundreds place. This becomes a 3. This is a 12. But we still need to borrow again. So that's an 11. This is a 13. So 13 minus 5 is 8. 11 minus 5 is 6. So 68 is less than 72. So this time we just have a really big remainder. Okay, now let's check it. So we're gonna do 71 times 5 plus 68. Okay, so actually we already did that over here. So that's 355. And then add your remainder. Okay, so 5 plus 8 is 13. Carry your 1. 1 plus 5 plus 6 is 12. Carry your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So this number and this number should match. 423, 423. Okay. It was, and sometimes that's what you just have to do. Math, that's why you use a pencil in math. Even when you're in high school, even when you're an adult, you use a pencil. My husband uses a pencil. He carries one of those carpenter's pencils and sticks it behind his ear. Okay, he uses pencils all the time because that's what, math has absolutes, but it also needs to have some things changed around depending on circumstances. Okay, let's do this next one here. 78 divided by 26. All right. Now I'm gonna just do it because times. All right. Plus, I just think we need me up here just to bump a little bit more. So 26 will round to what? 30, right, Mason?
Yeah.
You writing this all down? You got it all written down? Okay, good. Okay, how many times will 30 go into 78? 30, 60, 2 times. Okay, 26 times 2 is 52, right? But look what's going to happen. We're going to have a number, when we subtract, 26 is the same as our dividend. That means our 2 should have been a 3. Very good. So erase it. I need a good eraser too. Okay, now we're going to do it with a 3. It should work out. So 26 times 3.
78.
Good, you guys are ahead of me.
78.
See, now it works out just perfectly. So the answer was 3. It'll be easy to check. Well, how will we check it?
26 times 3.
Yes, you would multiply this number times this number, and you should get this number. 26 times 3.
That's 2. That's what I thought. Oh, you did 2. You did another 2. I got it wrong.
What? What are you talking about?
He got it.
78.
He had 2 instead of 3.
Well, we did have a 2, but we realized it was wrong. We need to
He did 26.
adjust it up to a 3.
He did 26.
Okay. All right. I told you we would do some more diagramming, which, we don't have much time.
Diagramming.
Well, I said if we had time at the end of the day, we would do some more diagramming. But it was either that or extra recess. Can't have it all. So you guys had some extra recess today. All right. Trust